Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, brothers, sisters, comrades, friends, it's James. Hello, welcome to a brand new series on the channel, yes! Oh my god. Oh, the excitement. The excitement is enough to make my bladder explode. It's incredible. Now, it's called James Replays, and it's where I basically play games of my youth. Of which is nostalgic to me. And today, we're playing Age of Empires. I thought, which game should I do first? It has to be a special game, a great game to start off the series. And I was like, yes, Age of Empires, here it is, in all of its majesty. Now, some people will say, admittedly, James, Age of Empires 2 is a vastly superior game to the original Age of Empires, and to them I say, yes, you're probably right, but it's the original. It's where it all started, so, plus I actually really do love the original, so I thought I'd go with it. Now, you're probably noticing that I'm on the menu screen, or at least I'm making you think that I'm on the menu screen of the game. I'm actually not on the menu screen, this is just a screenshot. And that's why there's no music or anything. Yes, for some reason, Fraps really doesn't like me recording the menu screen. It loves me recording the actual game when I get into it, but the menu screen, for some reason, it's like, no, not letting you record it at all, James. Absolutely not. That's insane. So, this is basically what I've had to do. So, I'm gonna actually eventually cut this and cut to the actual game when I'm in game. And basically, I'm not doing the campaign or anything like that. I'm just going to go straight into a random game. In this game, you can have randomly generated maps, which is what I did in this case. And yeah, I just went on from there. And so I'm going to do a full game of Age of Empires for you. It's going to be exciting, and I'm going to love it, because I haven't played this game in years, literally years, and I used to be absolutely addicted to this game. Full-on addiction, I'm not even joking. It was probably the best time of my life. But yes, I also have the expansion pack to this game. It's called The Rise of Rome. I bought it... Oh, in fact, hang on a minute. I have the physical copy of this game. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm tapping the physical copy of this game on the table. Something that doesn't really happen now with PC gaming. Actual physical copies of games. We tend to just buy things online now and digitally and all things like that. And yeah, I got the Gold Edition. And the Gold Edition came with the original Age of Empires plus its expansion pack. So I must have got this after 1998. Well, probably I didn't get it. Probably my dad or my mum bought it me because I wasn't old enough. But hey, there we go. There we go. I'm gonna go cut straight into the game. Yeah, I hope you enjoy. Ah, yes. Just before I cut, I do have to say there will be black bars at the sides of these videos, and this is just because, you know, it's a bloody old game. It was made in 1997. And before the days of widescreen and etc, etc. So this is the only resolution I have, and it's a very old resolution. So there's going to be black bars, unfortunately. But apart from that, hey, who cares? Who really cares? I don't care. It's Age of Empires, man. Come on. Yes. Okay, let's do it. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, here we are in the Age of Empires. Here it is. We're starting off afresh here. Oh my goodness. Well, now, if you've never played this game before, I'm going to basically give you information overload right here. Now, bear in mind, I haven't played this game in ages either. Literally years, so it would be a struggle even for me. Even someone of my caliber, shall we say. Right, these villagers here, as you can see here, they're basically the lifeblood of your entire empire, shall we say. They basically do everything, they collect everything, they collect all the resources, they build all your buildings, Without them, you are doomed to fail. And as you can just see, I built a house here. A little hut. A little crappy, shitty hut. That basically increases your population. Ooh. We've got some stone here. Not enough wood. That is not good. Not enough wood already. This is the town centre in the middle here. This is where you can create more villages. And if you can see in the top left hand corner of my screen, I've got all my resources. So I've got from left to right wood, food, gold and stone. As you might imagine, they'll all come in very useful earlier on. Especially food. You need an awful lot of food in this game. It's almost unfair. Now the big meat of the game, the reason why it's called Age of Empires is because you eventually, given time, will come to a new age, shall we say. So, how's best to explain this? At the moment, we're in this, what is it? The Stone Age, I think? We're in the Stone Age. Yes, we're in the Stone Age. As you can see, I'm just building huts and shitty crap. But all of that will change eventually, because as I gain food, I'll be able to advance from my town centre to the next age. So as you can see here, it says Advance to Tall Age. It requires 2 Stone Age buildings, which I already have, a granary, which I built here, and a hut, or a house. So I could do it now, but I also need 500 food. That's a lot of food. Food which I do not have. Granaries here, basically is a place where you can store food. So I placed the granary next to these berry bushes here. And these berry bushes will give me, they won't last forever, but they'll give me quite a bit of food. And the same here with the storage pit, which I'm building right now. I'm building the storage pit next to the stone because storage pit you can store, I think you can store, is it everything apart from wood? I can't remember. I think it's everything apart from wood. Granary's only wood. Storage pit can do everything else. I think. Don't take my word for it, ladies and gentlemen. Please. Now I'm facing 3 other computers in this game. Will it pause it? Yes. As you can see here, I'm the Romans, because I'm like, oh, I'm badass. Plus I'm Britain, so I live in Britain, and the Romans used to rule Britain fairly comfortably a very, very long time ago, so I thought, hey, Romans, there you go. But I'm up against Greek, Egyptians, and Shang. Shang are basically like a, as you can probably guess, a kind of Chinese-y empire. And you'll be able to tell these different civilizations by their buildings. They'll have different types of buildings, as you'll be able to see. Eventually. At the moment, I don't want to be meeting them, because if I started meeting them now, I will be doomed. Doomed! Now, the problem right away that I'm starting to see is that I don't have an awful lot of wood nearby. There's not a lot of trees, so I'm going to search with this villager a nearby forest or something similar. Aha, I've got one here, look. Now, I'm going to have to build another storage pit here because I want my storage pit, I want another storage pit next to some wood, because that's where I can collect some wood, you see. So I'm going to just whack another one of those down, build another villager. I'm starting to collect some nice bit of food from my berry bushes here. Belly bushes. I'm starting to collect a little bit of wood from these 2 guys here, but not an awful lot. Right. Music in this game is also badass. There's some good tracks and there's some not so good tracks, but there's also some epic tracks as well, which I really love. And I hope I'm not talking over the music so much. But hey, you've come for commentary, right? Come on, be reasonable to me. Be reasonable. Right. Okay. This is not going to be easy, by the way. I haven't played this game in ages, so I get the feeling that I'm going to get fairly comfortably destroyed. Especially against 3 others. I mean, it's free for all, but you never know. They could all just gang up on one particular person. I'm building a shipyard here, or a dock. As you'll be able to tell, I'll be able to build ships from there. Ships can do all sorts of different things in this game. I'm building another villager. You need an awful lot of villagers in this game. Because they essentially do everything. They do, like, you cannot live without them. You need a lot of them. A lot of them. Many, many, many villagers. Right. Okay, I'm gonna build a barracks if I can. No, I can't. I need some more wood. In the first few ages, the Stone Age and the Tool Age, I think it's called, wood is very, very, very useful. But the latter stages, the Bronze and the Iron Age, you start to need more stone and other things. So it's good to get wood early on. It's good to get wood just in general, but, you know, especially earlier on. Okay. Now, as you can see here, there are fish in the sea here, so if I go and build a fishing boat, like so, from this dock, I'll be able to start fishing fish from there, which will become very, very useful. It will help out my, when my berry bushes start to dissipate, as they're already starting to do so now, I'll be able to start fishing. Again, everything in this game is dispensable, so all the stone you see, all the berry bushes you see, all the wood you see, that'll all eventually go. The more, at the later stages of the game. So you'd have to always constantly think about expanding, you see. This is my first major building that I'm building here, a barracks. A barracks, just like in any other strategy game in all time. You can basically build more units from there, as you might imagine. Combat units, that is. Okay, so we're starting off fairly comfortably here. If I click on my house here, as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, it says 8 of 8. Now that means I'm going to have to build another house, because my population is already full. So I need more houses in order to be for me to be able to build more units, which is what I'm doing right now. So I could build a clubman with my barracks. I can't at the moment because my house still isn't finished, but when that finishes, which should do any second now, huzzah, I'll build a clubman, and I'll use him just to scout around the island a little bit. Oh, I should have mentioned that this is a random map. There are set maps, but there are also, you can create a random map. Procedurally generated. Well, not procedurally generated. Randomly generated. Different every time. So my fishing boat has just been completed. So if I right click on this fishing pool here, it'll start fishing. GG! Ah, this is one of the good tracks in this game. I don't know if you can hear that. My clubman has now been completed, so I'm just going to get him to scout around the island. Now, there's normally fog of war in this game, but fog of war in this game is absolutely hideous, so I turn it off. Here! Here is some gold veins right here. These are normally not well, they're quite rare normally, but you only tend to need gold in the later stages of the game, so I'm not too fussed about mining that right now. I'm just going to get this clubman to start scouting around so I know my whereabouts. Why are you doing nothing? God, do some work, slacker! Buffoon! Buffoon! Right, now I'm going to save... I'm basically built up everything I possibly can in the Stone Age, you see, so... Now I'm just going to save up another 100 food, so I can now advance to the Tool Age. When you advance up to the next age, you gain access to an all plethora of new buildings and units, etc. So it's very, very, very useful. You have to always be thinking ahead in this game. Oh, come on, keep moving. Now, I don't think you can waypoint in this game, which is really frustrating. Or at least not that I know of. You could do this, but I have no idea what this does. That looks like it's waypointing, but I don't know, basically. I don't know. Ah, yes, it does seem to be one big island here. Okay. It's great to be recording older games because I've got like in newer games, even in Minecraft, I get like, you know, like 40, 60 frames per second on fraps. With this game, guess how many fraps? I mean, how many fraps? How many frames per second do I get recording this game? What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think? I get 350 frames per second. I think that'll suffice. I think that will suffice. That's pretty insane. That's what you get with a game that's... God, how about 15 years old is this game now? I think. At time of recording, at least. You never know with YouTube. It's all archivable, so someone could easily be watching this 20 years ahead in like 2030 or whatever, or 2040. In which case, this game is very old. My goodness. We have a lot of gold on this island. A lot of gold. Right. I think we're going to... yes! Yes! We can advance to the Tool Age now. I should have done that a bit... I was a bit late on that, but... hey-ho. This map is also quite large. So... we should find some beautiful things on it somewhere. There's all sorts of random things that you can get in Age of Empires. You can get artifacts that are randomly scattered around the map. I actually can't remember what those do, to be honest. But if we find one, I'll collect it and we'll find out. They look a bit like carts, like wooden carts. But I can't remember for the life of me what they do. Who bloody cares? Now when we advance to the Tool Age, you'll start to see some quite noticeable differences. We've got some more berry bushes over here. There's also animals, as you can see. There's an elephant here just chilling out. And also some gazelle. You can hunt those and kill them for food. It'll be worth putting a granary over here when these as you can see, my berry bushes are nearly running out already, and there's only 2 people on them, so it's pretty crazy. I've always found that it's best to start fishing as early as you can, because there's an awful lot of fish out at sea. In fact, saying that, I do have quite a lot of wood now, so I'll build a couple more fishing boats. Freaking love this game. I was addicted to this game as a kid. absolutely addicted. Every time I came back from school, I'd come back and I'd play Age of Empires for 7 hours. Oh, they were the best days of my life right there. Freaking love this game. Right. Okay, so from the barracks... oh, the Tool Age, as you can see! Huzzah! As you can see, my town centre has now been upgraded. It looks different. And the houses now look quite different as well. That's because we've just advanced to a new age. The Tool Age. I'll get these boats to start fishing. They don't start fishing automatically, which kind of sucks. But hey. No biggie. No biggie. I'm gonna make some more villages. Now, one of the really big disadvantages of this game, which I hate, is that I think the population cap in this game is 50, which I think is absolutely fucking insane. It should be so much higher than that. Because you can easily have 30 villages in a game. Easily. Which leaves only 20 for 20 combat units, which is just ridiculous. As you can see, I've now got access to many new things. I've got an archery range, a stable, and a market. I'm going to build a market. That's basically a whole load of upgrades. Economy-like upgrades. I'll build another villager. You can never have enough villagers in this game. Until the end, when you actually need to start building combat units. Ah, there's someone over here. Aha! Oh my goodness, they already have ships. That's an absolute disaster for me. I'm gonna start building some scout ships of my own. I can now build these because I'm in the Tool Age. Ah, but I need more houses. Absolute disaster. Ah! Houses! Houses! More houses! Oh my god. This game is going to get pretty insane pretty quickly. I'm going to need a good navy. So what do I need to advance to the Bronze Age? I need 2 Tool Age buildings. I only have 1, the market. And 800 food, which is again an almost absurd amount of food. So I'm going to build a granary over here. And start collecting food from here, because my berry bushes over here are starting to run out. And that is not good news. Not good. I'm starting to scout the island. I'm gonna build a... oh god, I don't even know what to build here. I'm gonna build a farm. Farm seems reasonable. Oh no! They've got scout ships everywhere! I'm gonna have to protect my fishing boats. Big time. Big time styly. Styly schmiley. Build another boat. I'll have to scout. Oh god. Oh god, it's already getting hectic. There's so much to think about in this game. So much crap to think about. Alright. At least I've not got attacked yet. Oh, it's probably worth building a dock down here. Hey you, villager, build me another dock. Look at how much fish is here, you see. There's so much fish around here. I don't want my fishing boats going all the way over here. Oh, look at all the fishes! Look at all the beautiful fishes! The water in this game looks questionable. Even for a 15-year-old game, it looks like it has hundreds and thousands or confetti scattered everywhere along the sea, which I think looks a little bit disgusting. But hey. Hey, can you really complain? Can you really complain? 1997, please. Please. Old game. Old game.